Tonight, it's Madden NFL football.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, love to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Warner. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He was so vital in their wild card win a week ago. 8 catches in that game. This is his first one in this affair. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And some room to work. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Peters. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, it's Peters. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down now, it's Peters. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's good for another Chicago Bears.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. He'll take it at the 42, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a give, right side. Peters. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a big play there for the Saints. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Rutledge. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 14-14.
Tackled by Christian Fulton.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Love back to it here after the pick 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warner. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. 3rd and long for Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and go a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On 1st down, Connor, room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's what love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Number 42.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half as the Bears push further out in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
16 yards, a 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Again, it's Love. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Love now to pass on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 5.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's complete right around the 8. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Good strong throw and catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Following the interception, Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
To kick off for New Orleans.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Chauncey Gardner.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them the hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Is good.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rutledge. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, New Orleans.
Love from the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
15.
A big play there. 62 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Peters. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
16 yards, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only getting
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, Connor. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Bears push further out in front. They're going to keep it on the ground. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pick.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
The 31-yard line.
From the gun, Love. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Going back to Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Number 84. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, it was 4th down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on 4th down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that close. 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
35-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
2nd and 9 now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Oh, boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
A gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peters. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Yards to go. Operating from the gun, Love. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On 3rd down. It's Peters, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So 2 down, 1 to go, and this number 2 seed definitely looking the part, and now they sit 1 win away from a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, and I know originally they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed and the bye through to the divisional round. But you know what they're saying right now? Let's just keep rolling. We're in a great spot.
Well, the Bears will fight on and